Hola, soy Domingo Tabuyo, nací en Pontevedra y me considero ciudadano de la Unión Europea. Para mí la Unión Europea representa pues, la culminación de todo un proceso histórico que tuvo y tiene y tendrá singular trascendencia en la vida en comunidad en los principales países de la Unión Europea. Considero que es un espacio geopolítico de singular importancia, que es estratégico para el posicionamiento de Europa en el mundo y que tiene un gran valor el derecho de ciudadanía europea para todos estos países que se mueven pues, en un entorno socioeconómico más o menos similar. También considero que esto supone un gran reto para que todos estos países puedan aplicar y desarrollar políticas comunes que afecten a todos en todas las áreas que tienen importancia para el desarrollo de esta vida en comunidad de países muy diversos, con culturas que comparten ciertos aspectos más o menos similares y que tienen una potencialidad tanto económica como social, como de derechos y libertades, pues todavía muy grande. Yo creo que a lo largo del tiempo ha demostrado su utilidad y creo que todavía va a demostrarla más en el futuro. Yo creo que es un arma de futuro importante y que a pesar de las dificultades y las crisis que se atraviesan de manera puntual, puede ser la solución a muchos problemas para mucha gente.
Здравейте, казвам се Greta Georgieva Маринова, родена съм в Кубрат, България. В Испания съм от 10 години и се чувствам член от Европейския съюз. Hola, llámame Greta Georgieva Marinova. ¡Oh, Maribel, por eso! Igual porque se corta. Vale. Hola, me llamo Greta Georgieva Marinova. Llevo en España 10 años y me considero ciudadana de la Unión Europea. ¿Está?
Hi, my name is Ellie. I was born in the United States, but I moved to Spain when I was only 6. The main difference that I see from the Americans and Spanish people is that I think that Americans are more independent and they think that their federal government maybe threatens their freedom of rights and their liberty. And what do I think about the European Union? It could be a good idea if it was taken more seriously and maybe they had to think more about it and how to take it into process before even starting it yet. There are some advantages and some disadvantages, and I don't think it was a good idea for Spain. We had to lose a lot, maybe because of our fishing rights, and the euro had suffered a lot because there was no banking and fishing and fiscal support. But in general, if it was studied beforehand, it would be a good idea.
Hallo, mein Name ist Lupe und ich wohne in Spanien seit 11 Jahren. Ich bin in Deutschland geboren, in Bensheim, näher Frankfurt. Ich lebte dort mit meiner Mutter, meiner Schwester und meinem Bruder, mit meinem Vater und mit meinen Großeltern. Deutschland ist ein kleines Stück von Europa.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sandra, j'ai 31 ans et je suis née à Lausanne, en Suisse, dans le canton de Vaud. J'ai vécu pendant plus de 20 ans dans ce merveilleux pays et j'y retourne chaque année pour rendre visite à mes amis et à toute ma famille. Parler de la relation entre la Suisse et l'Union européenne n'est pas toujours une question facile. En effet, la Suisse, bien qu'elle soit située au cœur de l'Europe, elle ne fait pas partie de l'Union européenne, puisqu'elle veut maintenir sa politique de neutralité absolue, à mon avis. Pourtant, grâce à cette situation géographique, la Suisse entretient d'étroites relations avec tous les autres pays européens. Des relations d'ordre politique, économique et culturel. À mon avis, ce dernier aspect est le plus intéressant, étant donné que la Suisse est imprégnée de cette diversité culturelle et c'est ce multiculturalisme qui est extrêmement positif à tous les niveaux et qui enrichit énormément les relations interpersonnelles des Suisses. Voilà mon avis. Merci.
Okay, hello. My name is Shannon. I'm from Wales and I've been living in Spain for about 4 years now. and I'm going to talk a little bit about the European Union.
What do you think? Is it a good idea, the European Union?
I think the European Union originally was a very good idea. It was, the idea came about after the Second World War, and it was to prevent nationalism, and this was a very important initiative for Europe, especially after the Second World War. So ideologically, I think the European Union is a very good idea. However, the European Union today is quite far removed from that original idea.
What about British people? Do you think that in Britain...
I think there's a lot of apprehension. I think there's a lot of apprehension about joining the European Union in Britain. I think a lot of British people are worried about the European Union having so much power, having the power having power over the taxes, having power over how much the government spend or borrow, and having power over economic policy. And this is a real problem for British people. They want their own national government to make those policies, and if those policies don't work, then at least they have a general election whereby they can vote for a different government. Economic policy is very important in England because obviously it provides jobs, it's for prosperity of the country. However, if Great Britain joins the European Union, they won't have that democracy, they won't have the ability to change things because, as we know, the European Commission is an unelected group of bureaucrats, and we wouldn't have those kind of choices if we joined the European Union, and that's why people are nervous about it.
And what about future? Will the Britain abandon the European Union?
Well, there's going to be a referendum next year. I believe there's going to be a referendum, and there's a lot of pressure on David Cameron at the moment, the Conservative Party. 81 Tories voted for a referendum. They want to know how the public feel about it, but there have been other polls recently that indicate that the British people do not want to be part of the part of the euro. 49% actually voted against it. So it's not really popular in this time. So who knows? We don't know. There are repercussions. If Britain pulls out of Europe, there could be repercussions. Some economists say that there could be problems. They might be the independent could create problems whereby they're shut out of Europe. Other people feel that this wouldn't happen. Britain would set up free trade agreements, would do bilateral agreements in Europe. So it wouldn't really be such a bad thing if they did pull out.